Oops. Seeing that, so I'm going to be sucking right now. All right, come on. Hey, when I don't have a setup here. I'm here, folks, in case anyone does stop by, please. Kind of a technical difficulty here as we're trying to get the camera lined up here, but it seems to have a mind of its own this evening. So please stay tuned as we try to get it ready to roll here, literally. Okay. Let's see why we're going to. God, I think this will be a problem. I've used the camera all this time on my box, but now I'm trying something different tonight. All right, that should work. And we welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to the Superstars, a Super Teams competition, as this is going to be, as I'm having problems with my internet using my software to play my games on the video. So we're going to have to do some cards and dice, which is not a bad thing, but kind of have to devise something different that I want to do. So until I can get things worked out, I can get the 79 set maybe done as a side collection. This is what we're going to do. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Superstars Super Teams competition. We're going to start a very interesting little thing here. It's going to be 12 teams, 6 American, 6 national. We're going to start today, and I think they're all world's champions. So it's going to be the 2005 Chicago White Sox will visit the 2012 San Francisco Giants. So the champions from 05 versus the champions from 12. Who also are involved, you're wondering? You're going to have to wait and find out. But I can tell you, you're going to have the 2018 Red Sox, the 1978 Yankees. Not a lot of old teams, folks. If you want some old baseball, don't come here. Get off my lawn. I found mostly current ones. The 78 Yankees and 68 Tigers are probably going to be your oldest teams. The 86 Mets will be involved. We'll have some fun with them. A lot of really good teams. 75 Reds. So if you're a Reds fan, come aboard. And we're going to be hopefully doing the first game very series on here. And if I want to, I can do the rest of them on Strat PC, which I'm going to be doing the statistical package on. So I want to thank everyone for coming in. I'm going to switch this to live chats. Hopefully I can see people come in and come out. And we're about ready to do this from 3Com Park in San Francisco. Cards and dice. Is everything nice, as they say. I've done this before, and I've also said, let's see, how do we do this to make it look like it's going to look like the best? So let's see how we're going to do this. I want to be able to show cards, but I want to be able to roll dice at the same time. So the pitchers are going to be Freddie Garcia for the Chicago White Sox and the Freak, Tim Lincecum for the San Francisco Giants. So we'll put the Freaks card out to show closer so my eyes can see it. And we'll see if we can throw the dice. We'll see if we can throw the dice up here. And it looks like we can throw the dice up here and be okay. Let's do it this side. I think that's what I did originally. So it'll be Lincecum here. Then we can throw the batters in front. So for the Chicago White Sox, we will start with Scott Podsednik. He'll be followed by Aguchi, then Dai, then Konerko, Roland, AJ Persinski, Joe Creedy, Juan Uribe, and batting ninth in a pitcher's ballpark, it will be Freddie Garcia. Turning the page, as they say, for the San Francisco Giants, it's going to be Angel Pagan leading off in center, Marco Scutero batting second in second, Pablo Sandoval playing third, batting third, Hunter Pence batting fourth and right, Buster Posey behind the plate batting fifth, Brandon Belt batting sixth at first, Brandon Crawford batting seventh at short, Blanco will bat eighth and left, and batting ninth, the pitcher will be Tim Lincecum, the Freak. So here we go. Garcia versus the Freak. It's going to be opening day here at 3Com Park as we play the Superstars competition, the super teams of the Superstars. So let's make sure we can roll dice, take some batting practice. We're just a little bit off there, so we want to make sure we're seen. And let's see. Yep, we can do that. Again, we'll be playing advanced with some super advanced modules within two. Again, I didn't want to go too crazy, but also didn't want to be rolling a million dice. So we'll do the advanced everything else, the advanced fielding, which I don't like, but then we'll also do the super advanced stealing, which I do like, kind of what Steve Aqualung does, another great Stratomatic channel. So here we go. Let's get this started. Enough of this. It's going to be Scotty Pods leading off of the Chicago White Sox. Ken Hawk Harrelson here on the call. So the good guys against the bad guys in black, so to speak. So let's kick it. And it will be, as I'm getting my new little scorebook kind of screwed up here. That way I can kind of keep track a little bit. So Pods will lead off. He's a left-hander, loves hitting right-handed pitching really well. Lefties, not so much. So Lincecum waits. First pitch of the season is underway. That'll be a 6'9" to a lefty. That is a ground ball to short. That is going to be Crawford. Crawford is a 1. That is going to be, if that's a 6, he's an out. He throws him out. We'll take the die. That's come right off. We'll take the die that immediately comes off the roll on an X. So Pagan is out. So now here is Marco Scutero. He's a second baseman. Kind of good scrappy hitter. Here's the swing. That'll be a 1-7. And that'll be a, oops, not Scutero. Wrong team, dork. Let's try that again. Wrong team. So here's Takuchi. Here's Aguchi. So he has a 1-7, and that's a strikeout against Tim Lincecum. So 2 away in the first, and here comes the right fielder, Jermaine Dye. Live or let die. So Jermaine Dye, the batter. 2 outs here in the first. No score from 3Com Park. Just underway here. The Superstars Super Team season. Here we go. 3-9 for Dye, and that's a strikeout for Dye. So Park. White Sox nothing. Here come the San Francisco Giants. So now for the Giants will be Pagan, Scutero, and Sandoval with Pence in back of him. And on the mound for the Chicago White Sox will be Freddie Garcia. Freddie Garcia was 14-8, 3.87 ERA. He was considered to be the ace of the staff. So he'll come and make the start. Again, we're not playing with any ballparks or any clutch, stuff like that. So here's Pagan. He'll lead off. That's going to be a 1-7 for Pagan, and he skies the center field. That'll be a nice catch there from Aaron Roland and makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Here is Marco Scutero. So Marco Scutero, the batter, right-handed hitter, and Scutero swings away. That is a 3-6 for Scutero, and that's a line drive in the hole for a base hit for Scutero. So Scutero's on for the first hit of the season, so he's now in the record books as the first hit. So now here is Pablo Sandoval. He is the starting third baseman today. Can also play first base, good power, and a very interesting person. So here's Pablo, the Panda. He'll bat switchy. He's a lefty against Garcia. 5, that is a 5-9 ground ball to short. So the shortstop for the White Sox is Uribe. Uribe on the field. That's why I need to have a little card like I sometimes do. He's a 2E18. Oh, he's a 3. That will be a tough play for Uribe. He may only get the out at first if he gets an out. So a 3 So a 3 on a 2 is a ground ball C. So he gets it there, gets the runner at first. So Uribe's only play was at first. Now here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. He has an RBI waiting for him at second base with 2 outs. No score here at 3Com Park, opening day of the Superstars Super Teams competition. Here is the pitch. 3-5 for Pence is a strikeout to end the inning, and that will be it. So we go to the top of the second. It is no score at 3Com Park. Top of the second for the White Sox. The team that's in white and black will be Paul Konerko. Paulie, as he call him. So Konerko will be followed by Roland and A.J. Persinski, the bat in the top of the second inning. So Konerko, the batter, against the right-handed pitcher, Tim Lincecum. So Lincecum gets back on the hill. Here's the pitch. I'm gonna dump all these again. I hope I don't. If I do, please, I hope I don't scream. 4-7 on righty, struck him out looking. So Konerko down on strikes, and that is out number 1. So now here is the center fielder, Aaron Roland. So Aaron Roland, the batter, the center fielder. Roland on the season hit 270, 13 home runs, and 69 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. 6 on a 6 is a strikeout for Lincecum. So Lincecum with 3 and 2 in the third with an inning and 2/3. So Roland down on strikes, and here is the catcher, A.J. Persinski. So A.J. the batter, he's a left-handed hitter, will hit against Lincecum. Pitch. 4-9 to a lefty, and that is going to be a fly ball center field. Play is made. 3 up, 3 down. So another good inning for Tim Lincecum. We go to the bottom of the second here at 3Com. It is no score from the big ballpark here on the Bay. Bottom 2, the Giants will now send up. I don't like how they set up the scorebook here. Here's the catcher, Buster Posey, his MVP season. He had an unbelievable season, 336 hitter, 24 home runs, 103 RBIs. Absolutely demolishes left-handed pitching, but he'll hit against a righty, Freddie Garcia. So here is the bat, and here's the swing. He hit him in his aisle. So let's see what's going on here for Posey. Against a lefty, I bet that ball is gone. Nope, it's a possibility. Against a righty, though, is a long single. So a single right field for Buster Posey. So Posey's on with a hit. That's his first hit of the ball game, the second hit for the Giants. And now there's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Belt comes up. Belt, good defender, 7 home runs, 56 RBIs, hit 275. Left-handed hitter against Garcia. Here's the pitch. That will be a swing and a fly ball into left field. Left fielder for the White Sox is Posednik, comes in, makes the catch, and that is out number 1. So 1 out, the runner on. Here is now hitting for the Giants. Brandon Crawford, the brother-in-law to Garrett Cole. This is when Crawford was really young in his career. Left-handed hitter against Garcia. Here's the pitch. 2-4 is a ground ball to second. Slowly goes to short for the fielder's choice, and there's 2 away. So fielder's choice for Crawford. 2 outs, and here is Gregor Blanco, a left-handed hitter. He's in there for his glove. Basically, that's it. So Crawford is on with 2 outs. Let's see how Garcia is. +1, -2 to hold. And for A.J. Persinski's a +1. Wow, and even a run. So let's see what kind of running speed that will give Brandon Crawford. He gets it on a 6 and 8, but picked on a 9 and 11. Guess what? Crawford is not moving. They will not hold him. And here is Blanco. 4-5 to a lefty. It is a strikeout looking and retires the side. Frederick Garcia. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. We play 2 innings of play in San Francisco. No score. Again, these are mostly 3-game series to start off with the what I'm about to say. There is going to be it'll be 3-game series for the 4 different teams. Let's make sure I'm looking at correct. Let's just give you guys an idea what to expect in the future for this. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my system here so I can kind of give you the information. So let's give you the lowdown of what's going on here. Okay. So this series is going to be the White Sox and the Giants. Then we will go to the 1978 Yankees and the 1968 Detroit Tigers from Tiger Stadium. And then the 1986 New York Mets will play the 1972 Oakland Athletics. And then the Los Angeles Dodgers will go and play the 75 Reds. That should be a good series. Dodgers with a ton of pitching with very little hitting, and the Reds with a ton of hitting but suspect pitching. We'll see who wins there. I have a feeling that Red offense is going to be tough. And then it'll be the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Boston Red Sox. That's the 1980 Phillies and the 18 Red Sox. And then it will be the 2017. Let's prove it. Let's see if they were a fluke or they can actually play. The 2017 Houston Astros, please no jokes, versus the 2006 St. Louis Cardinals. So those are your matchups. 6 matchups daily, 3-game series, and then they'll play each other twice around. So basically a 66-game season that we'll kind of play through and see what we can finish, what we can do. But of course, folks, this is always going to be something we can play with and have fun with. So let's go to the top of the third for the White Sox and see what they have up. It'll be Joe Creedy, again, playing the rules of the ballpark. So pitchers will hit in National League ballparks. Creedy hits here in the third against the freak, Tim Lincecum. Long hair, lanky body, right-handed pitcher. And so far, he has looked the part, striking out 4 in 2 innings. Here's the pitch. That will be a 6-8, and that's a walk. So a walk for Creedy. He's not known to have speed, so he's not going to run. Let's see if the freak, the freak may give him one, though. Let's see. The freak did not have a good hold that season. He was a +5, -2 to hold, and Mr. Posey is a -1, so that is a +2 to the first number for Creedy. If he can get it on a 4, he'll go on a 15. So let's see, can he get it? He gets it on a 3, doesn't get it. So Creedy will stay at first, leading off the third, the walk, first base runner for the White Sox. And now here's Juan Uribe, right-handed hitter. Here's the swing. That will be a ground ball back to the mound. Lincecum turns around, throws to Crawford, back to first, belt for the double play. 1-6-3. So now here's Freddie Garcia. Doesn't hit, so this will probably be pretty easy unless Lincecum throws one right on his card. Let's find out. 2 outs, top of the third, and he threw one on his card. So Freddie Garcia, let's see what he hits. Freddie Garcia would hit from the right-hand side on a 6-8, and that's another walk. So he walks the opposing pitcher. That's not good. So 2 walks in the inning. It now will send the lineup back, and it'll be Scotty Posednik. So Scotty Pods, ground to short first time up. Lefty Pods against him. Here's the swing. That will be a 1-9, and that is a ground ball back to Lincecum. Oh, my, he had his column, picks it up and throws him out to end the inning. No runs, 2 walks, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the third here in 3Com Park, or whatever you want to call it there. It is still no score. White Sox, nothing, and the Giants, nothing. So last of the third inning, we'll now send up Lincecum, followed by Pagan and Scutaro. Lincecum is a one-hitter too, but he'll hit from the left-hand side this time. So now Lincecum to hit against Freddie Garcia, last of the third. Giant fans kind of getting on their feet. They want to start off right and win this opener. We go to the bottom of the third. Let's see it. Come on, Scotty, and it will be Lincecum. 5-5 from the left side. Ground ball to second. That's an easy play for Toguchi, and throws them out for the first down, and Lincecum is done. So 1 out in the third. Here is the center fielder, Angel Pagan. Pagan, the batter, will be a switchy here. Pagan swings away, and that is going to be a ballpark single, not using those. That's a pop-up straight to the shortstop. That is going to be Uribe, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Pagan is 0 for 2. So far, both Garcia and Lincecum living up to being the number 1s here. Here is Marco Scutaro. He he singled his first time up. The Giants have had 2 hits in the ball game. Here's a pitch from Garcia, and that is going to be a deep drive. That's going to be trouble left field. Scutero does not have power. Let's see, does he have power? He does not. That's going to be a single if the result is correct. 1-7 single. No, gets the double on the 8-20. So Scutero, his second base of the ball game, and the Giants have a runner on second with 2 men out. And here is Pablo Sandoval again. The Panda crowd, the Panda friends are coming out to see the Panda. That is Kung Fu Pablo here. He'll bat lefty against Freddie Garcia. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a 4-6 ground ball to short, picked up by Uribe, throws them out, and the Giants will strand a runner at second. We head to the 4th pitchers duel here in San Fran. White Sox nothing, and the Giants nothing. These are the 05 White Sox and the 2012 San Francisco Giants. So now we go to the top of the 4th inning. The White Sox still looking for their first hit. They had a couple walks back in the 3rd. Freak has been holding them definitely in still here. So top of the 4th. Again, that was Panda getting out. So now it'll be Scotty. So now will be how do you say this gentleman's name? Mr. Aguchi, the second baseman. So Aguchi's up. Aguchi on the season hit 278, 15 homers, 71 RBI. So I better get used to how to say it. And good-looking ball player had 15 homers. So Lincecum looks in, and here's the pitch. That will be a 3-8 for Taguchi. Struck him out. So Taguchi strikes out for the second time. That is strikeout number 4. That is strikeout number 5 for the Freak, Tim Lincecum. So now here is going to be Jermaine Dye. Live or let die. So Jermaine Dye, the batter, trying to get some good rolls here. Dye struck out his first time up. Lincecum looks in, gets the sign from Posey. Here's the pitch. Does he get a hold of one? No, he doesn't. Ground ball down the 3rd. Pablo comes up. The Panda throws him out for out number 2. That Panda can get around. He's a good-looking. He's not big. He's a good athlete for being a bigger player. So now here's the first baseman, Paul Konerko. Again, you're watching the superstars here. The super teams of the superstars. All championship teams in this little season. So Konerko, the bat and the pitch. That could be. Konerko did not have the 1 column this year. That is a walk. So it is the 3rd walk the Freak has given up. And again, Konerko with no speed. He will not be held even with 2 outs. So here's the center fielder, Aaron Rowland. Rowland struck out his first time up. Lincecum from the stretch. Konerko at first. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-5. He struck him out too. So another strikeout for the Freak. And so far, the Freak has been living with 6 strikeouts through 4. We go to the bottom of the 4th. There is no score. Konerko left at first, and we're still scoreless. As the fans here are definitely watching for an amazing game here, as the Giants get the very first game of this season, as they are very proud to be the very first game of this new Superstars, Super Teams concept. And this is going to begin I call them the Super Teams because they're all world's champions in baseball. I believe I do have all champions playing. So about 12 teams, and we have 12 world's champions that span from, I believe, the 68 Tigers, I believe, to the 18 Red Sox, I believe, with teams in between, 6 in American and 6 in the National. Again, there'll be crossover play, and we are playing with the playing advanced with some super advanced rules, but we're also having fun, which is what's important. Bottom of the 4th for the G-men, it'll be Pence, Posey, and Belt, the bat for the Giants. And Garcia back on the bump as he comes out here in the 4th inning. So here comes Hunter Pence. Pence will be followed by Posey and Belt. This is the meat of this Giant lineup. Freddie Garcia on the mound for the Sox. Last of the 4th, here's the pitch. And Hunter Pence hits a base hit to center field. So again, the Giants continue to hit. Pence with not really much speed. Garcia +1/+1. Again, it's even. If he gets leads on a 5, he goes on a 14. Why not? And he doesn't get it. So Pence doesn't get the lead, but stays put. And it brings up the Buster Posey. Again, the MVP year for Mr. Posey. Catcher against a right-handed pitcher, Garcia. Garcia from the stretch, holding him on. Here's the pitch, and that's a 4-4. And that's a catch X. Let's see if that makes the chart. That is an 8. So an 8. See now, an 8 is there. So an 8 on Posey, or not? Oh, Posey's hitting. My fault. It was beyond Scotty Pods. So Pasednik is a 4. He's a 4, but he's an E0. So an 8 on a 4 is a pass ball, and a pop. So we will go ahead and believe how they play this. I don't like the rule, but Pence will go to second on a pass ball, and then it'll be a P2 for Posey to end the first out. I kind of like to play a pass ball. There's nobody on, then resume the at-bat. But we'll go ahead and play it this way this time. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Runner on second and one man out. Belt fly to left his first time up. Garcia from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-6 from the left side. A fly ball in the center field. That will be 2 outs. And that's 2 outs as Aaron Rowland with the catch. So now here's Brandon Crawford. So Crawford comes up, left-handed hitter. Garrett Cole's brother-in-law. So Crawford batting from the left-hand side, runner in scoring position. Garcia from the stretch, and that is a 6-11 fly ball in the left field. That will be Pasednik makes the catch, and the Giants strand one more. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody, 1 man left. We go to the top of the 5th. We're still scoreless here in San Francisco, as Tim Lincecum still has not given up his first hit. He has walked 3 in 4 innings. The fatigue for Mr. Tim Lincecum is only a 6, so he would have a hard time getting a complete game within the rules, and we'll explain that when we get there. So now it will be A.J. Persinski, Creedy, and Uribe. Freddie Garcia on deck, especially with the pitchers hitting here in San Fran. So here is A.J. Persinski. 4-6 versus a lefty is a walk. So AJ works a walk. That's what they're doing. They're working walks on Lincecum, making him work. So now with AJ at first, he's not speedy at all. So he will stay where he's at. And now here's Joe Creedy. What did the White Sox do? So let's see. He's a D bunter, so they're not going to play the corners in. They'll play back. Creedy, a right-handed hitter against Lincecum. Here's the pitch. That will be a base hit for Creedy. That's the first hit of the ballgame. That's down the line, hit hard. Played by Gregorio Blanco. AJ will go to third, stay right there. And Creedy with the first base of the ballgame. It's a double. So now the San Francisco Giants and Bruce Bochy will have to make a decision here, as the White Sox have second and third and nobody out for Juan Uribe. And, of course, another decision is Freddie Garcia that's on deck. Do they go ahead and walk Uribe here and set this up? I don't think you pull your pitcher in the 5th, so they may force Garcia to hit. So let's see. So Uribe hit 231 versus righties, 284, 376. Against the lefties, a little bit stronger. Yes, 311, 351, 516. So he was a bit of an L against left-handers. So that would really... So Lincecum is where he wants to pitch to. So he says he wants to pitch to, and he will. Infield will play in. They're going to try to get this runner at the plate if they can. 2-12 to a righty as a walk. And Tim Lincecum, you could tell he is hot-headed as it is, walks yet another one, and that, folks, is walk number 5. So as Pantera says, walk, walk, walk. So now the bases are jammed, and it will bring up Freddie Garcia. Freddie Garcia is a right-handed hitter. Absolutely nothing to show for himself. Batter did not hit in 2005. So let's see. He may have hit in the World Series, but Garcia to hit against Lincecum. Giants will play the infield in. They'll cut that run off at home if they can. Let's see if they can choke it off. 5-10 to a righty. Again, it's catch X. But this time it's Posey. Let's see if Posey can make a play on it. Posey's a 2E4. So that is going to be a 10. Ooh, a 10 on E4 and a 10 on the roll. So it goes to the error chart. So on an E4, on a 10 is a ground ball C. They'll come home and get the runner at the plate. So the play was made by Posey, basically touches the plate for the out. Creedy goes to third, Uribe goes to second, and Garcia is on board of the fielder's choice. So bases loaded now, one out. And here is Scotty Pasednik. So bases loaded, one out. Giants will play the infield back now. They'll try to see if they can get two on Pasednik. Top of the fifth inning, no score. Here we go. Lincecum from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That will be a drop in front. It drops in for a base hit. Oh, Scotty Pasednik, 1-10, gets the double, rolled the 3. So Pasednik doubles in a run. He'll double in 2. 2 RBIs, Scotty Pasednik. And let's see who scores this. Creedy scores. Uribe scores. Garcia will move the third, and Scotty Pasednik has given the White Sox a 2-0 lead. 2-0 White Sox. So now a big score there, and now the White Sox will send up a Gucci. Again, this is the fifth inning. Lincecum gets tired in the sixth. So let's see what a Gucci does. White Sox kind of warmed down a little bit. And the pitch, 6-9 from a righty, is a ground ball shortstop. So that will be Crawford again. The infield's a 1. That's a 5. So that'll be a ground ball A. The infield was probably in to cut it off. They'll go first, and there's 2 outs. So here's Jermaine Dye. So with 2 outs, Dye comes up. So Dye will try to see if he can add some runs here. Lincecum trying to get out of this fifth inning. 2-0 good guys. Lincecum from the stretch in the pitch. 5-5, and that ball is deep to left field. Jermaine Dye drops the bat, and that ball is out of here. Jermaine Dye, 3-run homer, and just like that, Tim Lincecum has hit the fatigue immediately. A 3-run bash, and the White Sox have taken a 5-0 lead. So the Sox jump all over Lincecum, and the Sox have the lead. So Dye, who hit 31 bombs during the season, takes it out the left field, and the 3-com park is silenced. So now here's Paul Konerko. Lincecum, it'll be Blanco and then the pinch hitter, so I think they'll leave him out there. And then we might see a long guy. 1-7 is a walk, and Konerko stays out there and works another walk. Boy, you can see Lincecum, he has been put to the ultimate test out there, as he's already a small, thin man, as he's been rung, literally pulled through a ringer. Here is Roland. Roland on the game has struck out twice. We now have the bases loaded once again. Or I should say, wait a minute, or did that runner score? Hang on. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what happens. It's 6 or 5. So let's see. That drove in 2. So that first drove in 1, 2. Then Uribe. Then Uribe. Let's see again. Let's again doing it by hand. Always has that fun thing to it. So AJ was throwing out the plate. So that was an out. So Creedy scores, Uribe scores, Garcia scores, 4-5. So yeah, Pasednik does score, and there is your 5-run inning. AJ did not score; he was thrown out at the plate. So 5-0. Konerko's on at first for Aaron Roland. Here is the swing to Roland, and that's usually what he wants is a 2-6, and that's a ground ball back to the mound. Good play, and throws him out, and that, folks, will end a very tumultuous inning. 5 in the fifth for Chicago. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Hey, the good guys with a 5-0 lead here at 3-com park. So Jermaine Dye puts it on the board. Yeah, so Dye with a 3-run bomb. And now let's see if the Giants can do something as as Kuiper and company and Kruko take over there here, as you got a pair of just definitely iconic announcers for the White Sox and Giants. So 5 and the 5th for the Giants. It'll be Blanco, potentially a pinch hitter for Lincecum, and then Pagan. So here we go. First batter, and that will be a left-handed hitter, and that will be we need to put them where they belong. So we'll put them right there. And Garcia is a 6'5". That's a fly ball right field. Catch is made, and there's one away. And the Giants will probably now go to a pinch hitter. So that's where having a non-DH hurts you here, as the Giants will probably go for a new pitcher for this one. So Lincecum will come out, and a pinch hitter for the G-men. So let's see who they have, who can swing a stick, and let's see who they have, who has the most at bats, or figure something in that range. Didn't get a chance to really. Ooh, that would be Milky, but I hate to blow a good bat. So we'll go ahead and go to Joaquin Arias. So Joaquin Arias will swing for Mr. Lincecum here. So he's done. So Arias will swing. So Arias will now swing for the Giants. So Arias, a right-handed hitter. Arias on the season hit 270, 5 home runs, 34 RBIs. Hit 303 versus lefties, 240 versus righties. So actually not what you want to hit here. But here we go. 6-6 for a righty. Struck him out. So Arias strikes out. Didn't matter which card you had. And now there's 2 outs, and it brings up Angel Pagan. He's already been up twice already. He fly to center and popped to short. He's 0 for 2 today. White Sox lead 5-0. A 5-spot in the 5th inning has quieted this giant opening day crowd. 6-6 to a lefty is a fly ball center field, and Freddie Garcia has him eating out his own hands. We played 5 here at 3Com. White Sox 5, Giants nothing. So we now go to the 6th inning, and it's 5-0 Chicago. And Chicago will now send back up AJ Persinski, who led off last inning. That's how crazy of an inning that was. So let's see. Rolling. Yep, AJ Persinski. And we'll need a new Giant pitcher already, as already a done afternoon for Tim Lincecum. We'll have to have his numbers. They were really good until he got to the point where he couldn't spot the strike zone anymore. And then it became a huge problem. So let's see. The Giants have a guy who can give me some innings. Let's see if maybe they can give the ball to Clay Hensley. 241, 270. Not in love with it. 37 innings. They got some. Bullpen is really going to be strong for the Giants. I have no doubt in that. But they're going to have some issues in trying to fill some roles. So I think they may go to the left-hander. Let's see. 236, 244 is not bad. We'll bring in Jeremy Affeldt. So Jeremy Affeldt will come in, new pitcher for the G-men here. So Lincecum starts. So we go to Affeldt here. So Affeldt is the second pitcher, and 5 innings from Lincecum. So now the 6th inning, White Sox will now send up Persinski, the left-handed hitter, against Affeldt. Lefty on lefty, 5-7, ground ball the second. That is Scutero. He's a 212. That's a 4. Throws him out, 1 away. So AJ is out. I believe, if I'm right, I think AJ walked to. So AJ's 0 for 2 with a walk so far. Here's Joe Creedy. So Joe Creedy, the batter. Creedy in the game so far has 1 for 1. He broke up Lincecum's had no hits given up to that point. He doubled, and then the dam fell through. So here's the pitch here. That'll be a 3-6 to Creedy, and that ball is gone deep to left field, way back. He could put it on the board. Gone. Joe Creedy homers the left field, and the Chicago White Sox are just pounding it right now and they lead it by a score of 6-0. Joe Creedy. So Creedy on the season hit 22 home runs. He hits better than average against left-handed pitching, but that time he sent Affel's offering. Oh, he's a lefty. Oh, let's find him on the left side. Is that gone against a lefty? Yeah, it is. It's 1-14 versus a lefty. He had that at least. So another bomb there. White Sox now lead at 6-0. And now here's Juan Uribe. So Juan Uribe, the batter, that's going to be a 2-4, and that is going to be against the lefties. Ground ball back to the mound. Play is made, and there's 2 away. So with 2 outs, it will now bring up Freddie Garcia. So Garcia will bat in this case with 2 outs. Garcia to swing, and that will be a 5-11. He is a righty, and that's a fly ball left field. That's Blanco. I believe he's a 1. That's an 8. That could be an issue. So Blanco's fielding is an E3. That's an 11. Ooh, let's see what an E3 against a lefty is. Let's see E3 versus a lefty. And I'm holding on for dear life on my stuff up there. And he makes the catch. So Gregor Blanco makes the catch and retires the side. But the White Sox add another one. Home run by Joe Creedy. It's 6-0 White Sox. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. So the White Sox, after a slow start, are now putting the shoes to the Giants here in the last of the 6th. 6-0 White Sox. And let's see what the Giants will do with Freddie Garcia. Freddie Garcia is a 7, so he's more than welcome to probably complete this game and save the bullpen. You want to do that. So here is Marco Scutaro. So Scutaro, the batter. Scutaro he's 2 for 2. He's hit Garcia well, 2 hits. Here's the swing. 4-3 versus a righty. That's a base hit for Scutaro. So he's getting the job done. That's 3 hits for Marco Polo. 3 hits for Scutaro. So 3 hits for him. Let's make sure we can see the chat. I know I haven't seen anybody come in, but I've seen people pop in and pop out. So let's see if we're missing something. So let's go ahead and leave that like that and see what happens. Looking at the stream looks good, strong, so that's good. Last of 6. Here is now again. Don't catch these Giants offhand. They can jump at you too. Here's Pablo Sandoval. So Garcia looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That will be a 4-6 to a lefty. That is a ground ball to short, not hit hard enough. He'll go to second for the force, and Sandoval will have beaten out for a fielder's choice. So 1 out here in the 6th, and it brings up the right fielder, Hunter Pence. So Hunter Pence now the batter with 1 away, runner on first base. That will be a 6. That'll be a 6-10. A 6-10 to a righty, and that's a fly ball sky to right field. Jermaine Dye there makes the catch. There's 2 outs. So now here is Buster Posey. Pence 1 for 3 now. Posey is 1 for 2. Let's see if Posey can do something here. From the stretch, runner on first and 2 outs. 1-6 for Posey. Draws the walk. So the Giants, they're going to need to get back in this. They're going to need some help. 2 on, 2 outs, and it's have to be the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Let's see if Belt can find it right here. If he gets one right now, it puts the Giants back in this game. We know where the power is for Brandon. He wants it right there, dead center. Garcia from the stretch. 2 on, 2 outs in the pitch. 4-3 lefty, and that ball is deep to right. Oh, maybe not. Holy cow. 4-3 Brandon Belt. 7 home runs on the season. He's a W versus a righty. He's a N versus a lefty. That is a single in 2 stars. Oh, what bad luck. So Sandoval will score from second, and that will be now a 6-1 ball game. Posey will go to third. The end home run turns into a single 2, and an RBI for Brandon Belt. So the first RBI of the season for the Giants goes to Brandon Belt. So now the Giants have responded. It's 6-1. Let's see if the Giants can get back in this game. Unbelievably, Belt hit all those home runs versus left-handed pitching that season. Here's left-handed hitter Brandon Crawford. First and third, 2 outs. Garcia looks in from the stretch and the pitch. That will be a 1-3 for Crawford. Base hit. How about that? No, it's not. Ground ball, red 1-4. Ground ball to short. Picked up there by Uribe. Goes the second, and that will do it. So, Giants score 1 in the 6th. We go to the 7th. It's 6-1 White Sox. So 6-1 White Sox as we head to the 7th inning. So top of the 7th, and Jeremy Effelt will stay out there for the Giants at least. And he'll stay out there probably till the next batter because that will be when they'll need a pinch hitter again. So Effelt might as well give him at least 2 innings of work here. He gave up the home run to Creedy back in the 6th. We now go to the top of the order, and it will be, let's see if it is, Garcia batted, so it will be Scotty Pod. Scotty Podsednik, he's 1 for 3 in the ball game, a double and a run score. He knocked in 2 back in the 5th inning. Here's Podsednik against Effelt. 2-6 versus the lefty, ground ball to second. It's picked up easily by Scutero, makes the play, and there's 1 away. So now here is Takahito Aguchi. So Aguchi the batter. Aguchi so far 0 for 3. Right-handed hitter. Scutero looks in on the pitch. 5-5. That's a strikeout on the inside corner. Got him looking. So that's 3 strikeouts for Aguchi today. Here is Jermaine Dye. He had the big blow, a big monster 3-run homer. That sailed out in the left center field. Dye against Effelt and the pitch. 6-7 walks him. And the White Sox do not go quietly. So Dye goes to first, and here's Konerko. He is so far 0 for 1 in the ball game with a couple walks. Konerko with monster power. Effelt from the stretch. Here's the pitch on a 3-2, and out of a single left field. And they will hold the runner at first, as that will be an extra arm. So first and second, Dye stays there. And now the fun begins. So now here's Aaron rolling. So Aaron Rowland, 2 on and 2 out. Rowland's 0 for 3, couple Ks, and Effelt will try to stop him. Let's see if this is something he wants to swing at. 303, 258. The Giants, unfortunately, have to bat the pitcher in the next inning. So let's see if the Giants want to make a move here. It's going to be Crawford, Blanco, and the pitcher spot. So Belt was the first baseman there. So let's see if the Giants want to go to a new first baseman. But by using Arias, they may have blown their first baseman. Let's see if they have somebody else who can come in. They got Aubrey Huff, but somebody who they probably don't want to use in this situation. Let's see if the Giants have somebody else. We'll go ahead and not take so much time looking. They got enough pitching. This team Giants are have one of the better staffs you're going to see. That is absolutely for sure. And let's see, they got a ton. But the problem is they got a guy in Milky Cabrera who got suspended for the PEDs. But let's see if there's another first baseman. By using Arias, you may have used your available. Again, besides having Huff is a 4E16, not much either side. So they're going to have to leave him out there and pitch to Rowland. Hopefully it does not backfire against him. Effelt just looking to get out of this one. And that's going to be a 3-5 to a lefty. That's a single 2, and it does. So Dye will score. That is just not having the personnel to combat a double switch there. Base hit for Aaron Rowland. That's a base hit, and the White Sox now lead at 7-1 with the runners at first and third. So Aaron Rowland gets an RBI as the good guys take a 7-1 lead. So here's A.J. Przinsky. So Przinsky comes up, runners at first and third, 2 outs. Effelt stays in for this. 2-7 lefty, 5-ball center field. Good catch there by Pagan and ends the inning. But the White Sox keep adding on. They score a run in the 7th. Let's get up and stretch. If you're here in San Francisco, if you're at home, stretch anyway. It is 7-1, favor of the White Sox. So bottom of the 7th, big lead here for the Sox. Giants will bring up this inning. Crawford, Blanco, and the pitcher spot, as Effelt has not exactly held people down right now. And, of course, Freddie Garcia, this is his inning of inning of tired too. So any 2 hits, any combination of 3 hits, walks or hits, you'll go into fatigue. So here is Gregor Blanco, and left-handed hitter. So far, Blanco in the ball game is, or actually, it should be Crawford. It should be Crawford Blanco. So let's see where he is. There's Brandon. So Brandon Crawford will swing away. Here's Brandon Crawford. He's back. 1-9 versus a righty. Struck him out, and Crawford is out. 1 out in the 7th, and brings up Blanco. They're going to keep these guys out there and rolling through this. We're doing well on time for a minute here, and then kind of the sub situations kind of gets there. 6-2, ground ball to first. That is Paulie Konerko. Let's see if Paulie gets a good hop. He is a 3-6. That is a 16. Makes the play. 3 unassisted, 2 away. And now the Giants will go ahead and get a pinch hitter here. They're going to need somebody to swing away. And against a right-hander, you might as well use what you got, and they'll bring in the milkman, Milky Cabrera. You're going to see him a lot this season, I can promise you. So Milky comes in. Boy, again, I like Buster Posey on the same team, just absolutely destroys left-handed pitching. But he does okay against the righties. So let's see if we can find the milkman and get him out here. Again, we're going to have to separate these, kind of like another good friend of mine, Joe, does on his Stratomatic channels. So here is the milkman. He'll swing. What a card he does have. So Cabrera will go ahead and swing away against Garcia. There's 2 outs. Just throw your best guy out there, and hopefully you can get on. 2-8 to a righty, and that's a ground ball to second. Easy play, and Cabrera is out, and so are the Giants. 3 up, 3 down. Let's head to the 8th. The White Sox are 2 innings away from getting this opening day win. It's 7-1, 0-5 White Sox. So it's now going to be the 8th inning. The White Sox will now send up Creedy, Uribe, and then we'll see if the White Sox want to keep with Garcia out there. It'll be his spot in the order. So the Giants will go with, just I'll throw a name out there. He's on top here. So we'll go with Sergio Romo. So Sergio Romo will come in. He's got unbelievable stuff. So we're in the 8th. So 2 innings from Affeldt, and he gave up 2 couple runs that are kind of hurt. You want your reliever to come in and not give up stuff, and that's what he's been doing. So Affeldt comes up. Sergio Romo is +7. Holy cow! But with the big lead, I don't think you're going to. I don't think you're going to run on them. So now the White Sox will be Creedy, Uribe, and Garcia. So it's Creedy, Uribe, Garcia. So far, Creedy playing for the Player of the Game trophy. 2 for 3, a double, and 2 for 2, a walk, a double, and a home run. 2 runs scored. So right-handed hitter for Creedy. And that's going to be a 2-9. Struck him out. So the 8th inning for Creedy strikes out. Good job by Sergio Romo. And now here's the right-handed hitter, Juan Uribe. 1 out in the 8th, 7-1 White Sox. Here's the swing. 1-4, and that's a popped up. Oh, Uribe just missed that one. Shortstop is there. Crawford makes the catch, and it's 2 away. And Freddie Garcia will come and swing away. He's going to stay out there with a 6-run lead. Here we go. And that is, I believe, going to be a strikeout for Garcia. It is. So Garcia strikes out the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Giants are running out of outs. It's 7-1 favor of the White Sox. So the other guy, the good guys, as the Hawk would call them. So it's the G-men and the good guys in black. Who you want? The Giants are usually in brown or black anyway. Last of the 8th, it is 7-1 Chicago. The Giants will now send up the top of the order, and that will be. Let's set it up for you. It will be Angel Pagan. Pagan has fly to center, pop to short, and fly to center, so he's 0 for 3. Again, Sergio Garcia is in his inning of weakness, but he can continue to go forward. Nothing is stopping him from coming out of the ball game. 4-3 to a lefty. Oh, Pagan this time. He gave up that shot last time down the right field line. Pagan is not. Pagan is a W versus righties, and that is a long single. So a long single for Pagan. Holy cow. So Pagan with a long single, and now here is Marco Scudero. So Scudero, the batter. So long hit there 2 times where the batters have been W's against the power against Garcia. So Garcia's given up a couple long singles. So now here is Scudero, and he has been one of the hot hitters so far. 3 for 3 for the Giants. Giant fan trying to get something going here. 3-7, and that's a walk. So guess what? That is one snap away from the White Sox from getting Garcia into the fatigue zone. Here is Sandoval. Pablo, so far in the ball game, he has scored the only run. He is 1 for 3 of the ball game. He scored the first run. So let's see for Pablo. 1-6 for Pablo. Struck him out. And that is a big strikeout for the Panda. Here's Hunter Pence. That's the exact kind of role Pence wants. He wants something right in that area. We show you his hot zone. That's where he wants it. Garcia from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a fly ball to center field. Again, that's rolling. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And again, here's the catcher, the Buster Posey, one of the big catchers on this Giant team. He is 1 for 2 right now. Posey needs a big hit against the right-handed Garcia. Garcia from the stretch. 6-8, and that's a base hit for Buster Posey. Is it down the line? It is for a double. That will score Pagan from second. That will score output Scudero at third. RBI double for Posey. So big double for Posey. His second hit of the ball game. Second and third, he's been fatigued. It's now 7-2. So now the big blow, and here comes the White Sox manager. They're not going to waste any time, although they're not in a save situation. Let's see who the White Sox will turn to. They're not going to. Their closer, I believe, is Dustin Hermanson. He is starting to get loose, but I don't think they'll need him right away. Let's see who's up here. And it'll be Brandon Belt. We know what he wants. You can give him a right-handed pitcher, and he won't hit one out unless he hits them on his own card. So let's see who the White Sox decide to go with. They could go. Let's see. Not much on the card. And let's see. 182. Let's go to Cliff Polite. Politte. There's probably another way to say it, but Cliff Polite will come in the ball game. So Garcia for the White Sox goes, let's see, he goes 7.2. So 7.2. Polite will come in for the White Sox and see if he can put this one away. He's a right-handed pitcher to Belt. Again, Belt with a power against lefty, so anything he would hit will nullify the single 2 stars anyway. Polite from the stretch, the righty. Here's the pitch. 1-4. Oh, Paul Belt got his pitch, but he ground balled the second. Aguchi makes the play and ends the inning. But the San Francisco Giants add 1. We go to the top of the 9th. It is 7-2 White Sox. So the White Sox now up by 5, trying to make it interesting. If they can get it within a slam, never know. Can't say no lead is safe in Strat. That is not my words, but you never know what may happen. The White Sox with a 5 spot in the 5th. That has been holding up so far. The White Sox will now send up the top of the order. Now be Scotty Pasednik, followed by Aguchi and Dye for the Sox against Sergio Romo in his second inning of work. So let's go ahead and move these guys out of the way. 9th inning. Again, probably play the other 2 games offline and show you a new second game. And we'll give you the highlights when we see you. 3-11. Ground ball to first. Play is made. That is 1 away. So that is Pasednik. He is so far 1 for 5 so far. So here is Aguchi. So Aguchi not playing so well today. 3 strikeouts and a ground out. He's 0 for 4. Aguchi, the right-handed hitter. Here's the swing. That is going to be a 6-10 to a righty. Ground ball to short. That is going to be an out. That's an 18. There's 2 away. So 2 away. Here's Jermaine Dye. He had the big blow of the ball game, a 3-run monster home run back in the 5th inning. Let's see if Dye can do the job right now. And there's the swing. That's a 4-3 to a righty. Power shot, but we're not playing that. Fly ball left field. Catch is made. It is by Blanco to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Let's see if the San Francisco Giants have a rally in their bones, as Michael Kay would say. We'll see if the Giants, they have 3 outs. They get 5 runs. So the White Sox will stay out there with Cliff Polite. He'll stay out there for the Sox here and see if he can pull it off. Bottom 9, 7-2 favor of the 05 White Sox against the 12 Giants. And again, it's going to be Crawford. It'll be Crawford, Blanco, and then probably back to the pitcher spot again. So the Giants will need a pinch hitter for Sergio Romo. So Brandon Belt comes up. Belt so far is 0 for 3. And the swing, 2-11. Ground ball the second. That's Crawford, so sorry. Let's try that again. 2-11 to a righty. And a single for Brandon Crawford. So Brandon Crawford is on with a base hit. He is 1 for 4. And now here's Blanco. And now the Giants need to find some more offense off this bench. So Polite will stay out there. Blanco can hit righties a little bit better. Kind of even both sides. Doesn't want to hit into a double play at this point. 4-6 to a lefty. Pop up to second. There's your out, and there's 1 away. So with 1 out, Polite came in as a 3. So let's see. He came in at the start of the inning, I think. No, actually, no. So he can get 3 outs. Single, Scutero was a single there, and then he got the strikeout, the walk, and then the double fatigued him. So he's only retired 2 outs so far, so he's not even close to being fatigued. He still can get his last out. So the last out will now be a pinch hitter with 1 out, runner on first. The Giants again are going to have to find magic somewhere on this bench. So Blanco is retired. Cabrera will again already batted. Giants have used Arias and Cabrera already. Question's going to be who's left. They're going to bring in Ryan Theriot, former St. Louis Cardinal. So again, Theriot will come in, or Theriot, I'm sorry, probably one of those guys from LSU, the little on the Cajun name. So Theriot, right-handed hitter against Polite, the right-handed pitcher. 4-7 versus a righty. It is a strikeout, looking to make it 2 away. And now he has entered his zone of being fatigued on his last out. So now with 2 outs for Theriot, and now that's 2, and he'll bring up the top of the order Frank Pagan. Pagan, the ball game, 1 for 4, has scored one of the Giant 2 runs in the ball game. He had that single back in the 8th. Giants looking to stay alive. White Sox looking to put it on the board and win it here. Let's see. 1-9 Pagan, and he will send one down the line for a base hit. That's a double for Pagan. And let's see. That will not score Crawford from third, although there is going to be 2 outs. Let's see. You don't want to get thrown out to end the ball game. That's going to be the problem. That'll be let's see what the call was going to be. Let's find it first. Pagan, 1-9, a double to center field. That's Aaron Rowland. Rowland is a 0, +2 for 2 outs. It is a +2 for 2 outs in advance to score Crawford. Crawford comes around third. He's a 1-15. You're not going to get thrown out on 75%. He will stop at third. So second and third, 2 outs for Marco Scutero, who's been one of the hotter Giants so far. He has 4 hits in the ball game. Does he want to get 5? Let's see. Polite's out there. He's already can be fatigued on the next hit. Let's see if he does. And again, Hermanson might be ready if he scores. Let's see. Can this be it? 1-6 for Scudero. Ground ball to shore. Picked up by Uribe. Goes to second, and that's the ball game. A 6-4 force. And the Giants do not score. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left. The final score, we play the superstars of the super teams. It is the '05 White Sox winning this over the 2012 Giants by the score of 7-2. Good game, folks. Let's go ahead and kind of give you the runaround of what's going to happen again. Again, we'll kind of again, it's going to be 6 times versus each other. The remaining games in block 1, as I will call it, will be the New York Yankees as 1978. So Ron Guidry probably to take on Denny McLain in an epic matchup. That'll be the next game you'll see here. And then it'll be in the 1986 New York Mets. That could be close. That could be a starter from anywhere. That could be Darling. That could be Gooden. That could be Ojeda taking on the Oakland Athletics, and that'll probably either be Catfish Hunter or Vita Blue. And then Oral Hershiser and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Again, let's start over. 78 Yankees, 68 Tigers. And then the 86 Mets, again, like I said, could be Gooden, could be Darling, could be Ojeda, taking on the 72 Athletics. And that could be Hunter, and that could be Blue. And then the 1988 no-hit Dodgers, who they will send out Oral Hershiser, will take on the 75 Cincinnati Reds, and that could be Don Gullett. Not a strong staff, but this team's going to hit. If they can hit the Dodger pitching, Dodgers are going to be dead. They don't score enough to probably stick around. The 1980 Philadelphia Phillies, that's lefty Steve Carlton, probably taking on another lefty in Chris Sale. That's the 2018 Boston Red Sox, the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies. And then put up or shut up, the 2017 Houston Astros will get a chance against the 2006 St. Louis Cardinals. Those two teams I still need to break down and find the cards of, as I have a big assortment of cards that I got, and I just haven't split up in 2018 or 2017 yet. So I have to go through, find my Astros, find my Red Sox. I have the Red Sox when I printed them off the viewer, but now I have the actual cards, and that'll be kind of fun. They are a strong team, and if they can get pitching, that Red Sox team will be tough to beat. Well, I'll go ahead so I can enter this game in the system at some point, see if I can play the other 2 games offline, if I'm going to do that. And then the next time you'll see me, hopefully very soon, hopefully tomorrow, if not, it'll be the New York Yankees. Ron Guidry's fantastic 1978 season takes on someone just as fantastic, the 1968 Detroit Tigers and Mr. Denny McLain. So we'll see you tomorrow night. See you soon, folks, as this is the Superstars. Imagine the ABC TV show, The Superstars. And this is the super teams of Stratomatic. We'll talk to you again, folks.